just a little bit today about the holly tree. And when we think about holly trees, we often think about these spiky leaves and big red berries. It's quite a prolific holly tree next to me right here. You see it's quite amassed with leaves. And I'm noticing this tree today a lot because it's December, when you might expect to see the berries. But as you can see down here, the tree is in flower. And the flowers are not ones that really grab our attention as we walk past because they are so small. I'll show you. Look. Very small flowers. Starting with little white buds and opening up quite beautifully. And then these will become the berries. The holly tree is steeped in myth and legend and folklore, and it's seen as a very, very protective tree to be planted outside your house to ward off evil spirits. It's quite unlucky to cut down a holly tree, although people say that the wood burns well. It's a tree that brings you in, and is one that if you work with flower essences, there's particular flowers here that you might wish to pick and make yourself a flower essence, because this is one that brings you back into a source of unconditional love, to the source of unconditional love, to open your heart up when you become a victim of life. If you were to meditate with this tree, you might find a burning away of old energy. So the tree is a tree of regeneration, of newness, of fire. The red berries were seen to represent the blood of Christ. The leaves may be the crown of thorns that he wore. So the holly is very significant to the time of solstice and Christmas. And so we bring the holly in. We might take a sprig, bring it into the house to ward off evil in the darkest times. But always we must take the holly back by 12th night, 6th of January, and take the holly back out to the earth. The tree is a very strong energy. And these thorny, thorny leaves, if you sit on them, you kind of know, because they are quite spiky. These repel predators from eating them. And the leaves themselves regenerate once every 3 years. So they're evergreen, they stay on the tree. It is not really a tree for working with medicines, apart from maybe a flower essence. Although the tree does have an emetic effect, which means it can make you sick. So the berries potentially would make you sick, and maybe as a tree of purging. If you were already suffering from a poison, maybe the berries themselves would help you purge that poison from your system. The holly tree, we are referred to the holly king. Now as we approach solstice, this becomes relevant, because if you see here next to the holly is a huge oak tree. Towering above there, the oak king. The oak king and the holly king. And the holly king has reigned since summer solstice. Reigning the darker part of the year. And now when we approach solstice, winter solstice, the two, the oak king, the holly king, will go into battle, and the oak king will win, and the holly king will go back to the underworld for 6 months until he takes his reign again in the summer solstice. And the oak king is representing the sun and strength and the light returning, which is what we all feel now, I imagine, as we come towards the real darkest point of the year. But whenever we turn, there are points of light. And the holly, even though you may now expect it to have berries, with these flowers are points of light, of life, of regeneration, and of growth. Holly King reputedly was maybe who we referred to then as Father Christmas. Riding with stags, white stags. Father Christmas would ride with his reindeer. Everything relates to everything else, and I love the holly. It's protective, beautiful tree. So while the berries and flowers, go out and enjoy, for there is so much beauty out here.